Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah, recording in progress. Yes, sir.
Straight like that. None this sovereign nation.
Sovereign nation.
Y'all ready? Let's go.
Right.
Oh
He
man.
taking this Teddy B thing too far, man.
Listen, of course, they see us cutting up. I know they curious about the conversation prior to the recording, but that's for us. That's for us, not y'all. We love y'all though.
Heart. How you do that, Heart?
Yeah,
Love
heart,
y'all.
yeah, the heart. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But anywho, good evening, people. Good evening, everyone. 92.6 The Spot. This is another edition of Not Right, Not Wrong. It's
Hey.
your boy Just Ja. Of course, this is my episode. As you see, I'm the one doing the most of the speaking, introducing this show. And I'm here with my comrades, my cohorts, my bro, and my sis, Empress D1. What it do? Mademoiselle, Mademoiselle. Is that how they say it?
Can't add, don't ask me. I can't say that
Yeah,
well.
you said it right.
Madam, how you say it?
Mademoiselle.
Mademoiselle, yes.
Yeah, you said it right.
Whatever. What's good, sis?
Right. What up, yo?
Listen, we don't have to be all fancy and formal here. I'm great.
Yeah, dig it. Captain, I believe that dude, Dark Will. I believe it also. I believe it
You
also.
see it.
What's good with you, champ? What's good with you?
I'm great, man. Feel great. Was a little under the weather, but I'm recovering from that. But on a spiritual level, I feel great. It's a pleasure to be in the presence of you two yet again. Let's do it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm glad that you're recovering. I'm glad you got over the bug, whatever that is. Praise God that your system is strong enough to overcome it. You dig?
For sure.
Indeed. And of course, be just everything above sea level. You're already
Jay.
Yeah, man. And we are on 92.6 The Spot, WKBP. And we are now on Saturdays, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. So tune in and listen to this ep. Because this ep is going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm taking a page from, I believe, that Dark Mark Will. I'm taking a page from his book.
Let's do it.
Dark represents the fun side of the trio. He always gives us fun shows, funny questions.
I take offense. I'm fun.
You are fun, Demon. You are fun. But your relationship queen. We went over this already. I'm conspiracy man. Your relationship and Dark Marcus fun guy.
Hey, fun guy.
Conspiracy man.
Conspiracy man. Don't eat the food out here. It sucks. It's unhealthy. It'll kill you.
Listen, now all you need is a cape, and you need your big C on your chest. Got to say it like that.
Right? Conspiracy man.
Oh God.
Yeah. But I'm gonna take a page from Fun Guy's book, man, because I think we're gonna have a fun topic tonight.
Let's do it.
We're gonna talk about one of the reasons why our people, meaning our melanated people, is the best. Because D1, remember we said we are the purveyors of culture when we said that a few eps back. And one of the aspects of that culture is our vernacular. Yes, folks, we're gonna talk about the Black vernacular, sayings, slangs that we come up with, and the origins of those slangs. And I think we're gonna do our best to educate everybody from the origins of those slangs. So I think it's gonna be fun. But first, let me start out with one slang that has crossed over, that came from the roots of Jamaica and has crossed over into American Black vernacular. This slang is a curse word. Everybody says it now. Blood clot. Yes. No.
I didn't know where you were going. I honestly had no idea where you were going with
Yes,
that.
yes. So now I did a little research, and anybody who's watching the show, other fellow Jamaicans that are from country, can correct me if I'm wrong. We are not right or wrong. After all, you can fact check me. But according to my research, the origin of blood clot. Now, usually blood clot is an exclamation, a curse word that Jamaicans will say when they're in shock, anger, and disgust, and they use it as an exclamation point. Like Americans say, "Oh shit," Jamaicans say blood clot. But that has since crossed over into mainstream, and even Americans are saying blood clot. Now, what I've learned from the origin of the word blood clot is that um, the settlers, when they had the slaves, the women, when they were in their cycle, didn't have the proper garment to the proper garment to
Watch yourself.
to
Watch yourself.
yes,
to
yes, I
Better.
know.
to manage
You
their
better.
flow, maybe.
Thank you,
Okay.
D1. Thank you, D1.
I was gonna let you sit
It's
on
a
the
good
hot
Da, da, da.
save.
Yeah,
Good
yes,
save.
yes. Manage.
She
Thank you,
was
D1.
definitely listening.
Yes,
I
yes. You
was.
saw it.
You about to mess
I
up.
ain't want D1 squinting because you know D1 starts squinting. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. I ain't want my sis squinting tonight.
Mm-mm.
So thank you, D1. Yes,
You're
to manage
welcome.
the
You're
flow.
welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Mhm.
That- she came through for her boy. So here's the interesting part. So now when the settlers or slave masters will come through and tell the people to clean them up, come in the area of space where they're working and clean up after themselves. They told the slaves who was doing the cleaning. One of the slave masters will tell them, "What are you doing? Pick up all this stuff and get rid of those blood cloths."
Wow. Okay. I had
Yeah.
no idea.
Yes, I didn't either. As a Jamaican by way of descent, I didn't know that either. So I recently learned that. He said, it's the settlers or the masters, the slave masters will say, get rid of those blood cloths. Yes,
Interesting. Okay.
yes. And so that is the origin of blood clot. So yes, so there was like so the managing of cycle, I guess without the proper technology, turned them off, and they'll come in very crude about it, of course, saying,
Mm,
"Ooh, what does that smell?"
mm,
Right? Being very crude about the situation. What does that smell?
mhm.
Talking aggressively. And they say, "Oh, well, get rid of those blood cloths." And
Wow. Okay.
at the years, it has transpired, and it came into our urban vernacular, country vernacular, and then we use that as cuss words. Now, blood clots turn into blood clot.
Listen, I don't know if I haven't heard anyone use that phrase in a minute,
Hmm.
but I remember when I first heard it,
Yes.
I didn't even know what it meant really, but I
Hmm.
knew it sounded dirty. I was like,
Yes.
that
Yes.
can't be good.
Yes. Yes. So
Yeah.
that's where that came from. So another one. that has crossed over into mainstream urban culture. Of course, I know all of y'all have heard this one, is fuckery. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, for
Eh,
sure.
yes, everyone says fuckery now.
I don't
that,
hear that often though, but I've heard it.
yes, 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 yes.
That's
Oh,
America,
I hear
almost
it all the
recent
time.
though.
huh?
Really?
I hear it
Yeah,
all the time, but that is recent. We didn't grow up with
Recent.
that.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. So that has transcended over into urban culture lingo. Fuckery, of course, we all know what fuckery means. Fuckery is chaos, confusion. A person that's agitated over confusion would say this is fuckery. You know, stop with the fuckery. Fuckery means nonsense and things of that nature. Now, the origin of fuckery, that one I don't know. All I know is that that's just, all I know that's
I'd have
just
been thoroughly impressed if you did.
agitated Jamaicans would just say, you know, yeah, chat too much fuckery. Stop with the fuckery. Gone with the fuckery. Now it's translated into mainstream. So there's fuckery. Now I want to ask y'all two something. Receipts. Do y'all know the origin of receipts?
Oh gosh, that's another one that's recent.
Yeah, that feels recent. I mean, I feel like that gotta be Real Housewives had to originate receipts. Like, I don't know where that came from.
Ah.
That sounds like some young. It sounds like something young people would have started because
Mhm.
for some reason or another, a lot of people may feel that, and I'm thinking more so along the lines of maybe rap or
Mhm.
maybe drill rap, in particularly.
Yeah.
I have to be some level of validation. You
Mhm.
understand? So the validation has to be checked. You can't just say you did ABC, and it has to be checked.
Yeah.
So whoever it is that's doing the validating, you have to
Mhm.
have the receipts from them. It sounds like it's young people. Definitely, I say younger than 30. Easy.
I
This
got
this
another guess.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
I got another guess. I
Go
like
ahead, go
this
ahead.
guess. You know what? I like this guess because it's fun to make up stuff when you don't know what the answer is.
Yeah.
Facts.
But I think it probably came from Queens, from the not the borough, but from drag queens. And I
Uh-huh.
think it probably came from drag queens who were like maybe buying elaborate costumes or wigs or something and
Mhm.
couldn't afford it and had to take them back. And they'd be like, girl, you got the receipt? Because you got to take it back. That's what I think it came from. I
Yeah.
just made that up off the top of my head.
That's a good theory though. This is a good theory. But
Yeah,
Let me see
yeah.
one. Kick
she
rocks.
went she went way left with
Yeah, hey,
that.
that's a good theory
Nah,
though. It's a
but
good theory
you
because
never know with slang. I would be
people, because
surprised if that is the case.
yeah,
But
because people from that community are very creative with the vernacular slang. You already know that, so it could possibly have came from them. But this is gonna mess y'all up, or maybe it won't because y'all probably remember after I shared with y'all the originator that made the term receipts mainstream was none other.
then Kanye West.
Nope, nope. Than the legendary Whitney Houston. Do y'all remember the Barbara Walters interview? She was the first person that said it. Do you
Did
remember
she?
Yes, yes. Remember Barbara Walters asked her about drugs? Barbara Walters said, Whitney, do you use drugs? Do you smoke crack? And Whitney says, I don't smoke crack. Hell no. Crack is whack. Who said I smoke cracks? Show me the receipts.
I remember her saying something like, crack
uh,
is cheap. I'm not
Yes,
cheap, or something like that. She
yes.
said, show me the
He was the
receipt.
very first person to use that term mainstream. Show me the receipts.
That probably went over everybody's head.
Whitney Houston. God rest the dead. The legendary Whitney Houston said that in a Barbara Walters interview.
And Barbara Walters ain't say, Whitney, drug dealers don't give receipts.
Barbara Walters did not counter with that point. This is
No,
Whitney.
Barbara Walters, she probably did.
She did. She did. And I welcome everyone to fact check this. Everyone, please go on YouTube, search Barbara Walters interviews Whitney Houston.
Please fact checkers check.
Yes, yes, yes. Whitney Houston was the first person that I heard say, "Show me the receipts. Where's the receipts?" And
Wow.
ever since then, everybody's using that term. I got the receipts. Show me the receipts. Receipts means proof. Of course,
people killing it now.
Proof of what you're saying.
That's pretty dope. I love that.
Whitney Houston, the legendary
I did not
Whitney
know that.
Houston.
She had a crazy interview with Wendy Williams too. Well, a lot of people had crazy interviews.
Yeah. She was the first person to say, "Show me the receipts," and everybody, it just took off.
Oh God, it just took off.
Yeah, Joy just took off. Now everybody's saying, "I got receipts. I saw so and so. I got receipts." Everybody's saying receipts, but Whitney Houston is the very first person that said it. Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
I had no clue.
Do y'all know any origins of sayings and where it came from?
I don't, but one that I wonder about all of the time is wait a cotton picking minute. I'm always curious, like, is that a long minute? Is it a short minute? Like, how, I don't know I don't have a reference for what picking cotton was. And so what does a cotton picking minute? Does that mean I'm waiting quick or I'm waiting long? Like so I'd like to know the origin of that.
Oh, wait a cotton picking minute. Yeah, cotton picking minute. Yeah, that's very far back. That was like back in the days joints.
Yeah, that's more so like our parents.
Yeah. That's definitely back in the days joints.
Or definitely like the TV shows, the Jeffersons, Good Time. That would be something that they would say on there. Where we would hear that.
Now, so now, these days a lot of rappers, they make a statement and they end it with "you heard." You know that term, "you heard"?
I know the term. I don't know
the origin.
You about to blow my mind tonight.
That's Ja's line. That's your line, JJ. That's your line.
Well, "you heard" is not a New Yorker term. "You heard," well, technically it is, but "you heard" came from "you heard me," which is from New Orleans.
I can see that.
That's what people say in New Orleans.
I can see that.
And I learned that, of course, through the legendary Master P. Shout out to Master P. When Master P burst on the scenes with No Limit Records in New Orleans, I used to listen to him way back in the days before No Limit as the Ice Cream Man, Master P. And of course going to Essence Festival a couple of times in New Orleans. I hear the natives talk, and they, that's how they talk. It's, they'll tell you, they'll say, they'll ask them, yo, where's the hottest spot around here? They say, oh man, you go down to such and such, that's where it's at. You heard me. You know what I'm saying? So that's how they talk.
That's how it had to end.
Yeah. Oh, at the end. It's like, oh man, this is where it's at. You come here and tell us, you have great old time. You heard me. So you heard me. Shout out to New Orleans. You heard me came from there. So as it traveled up north, the New Yorkers shortened it to "you heard."
Always got a kick out of Baby. Always saying, actually all of them, the Hot Boys and everything, because they out of New Orleans, everything. Always got a kick out of them, calling everybody Woody.
And Woody, that's their
term.
Oh
my God. Yeah, that used to kill me, man. That was like the funniest shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of years back, well, when I was popular, me and a couple of cats on the job, we used to just say that to each other.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
what up, Woody? Hey,
Yeah.
Woody. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Those New Orleans accents, though, they are hot. I love the New Orleans
Yeah,
accent.
that's a
Uh-huh.
hard accent right there, boy.
Yeah. It is
But
hard.
it's like it's soulful though. It's when you
Yeah.
hear it, how could you not listen? Like you gotta be like, I don't care what you talking about, just keep talking.
For real. So yes, you heard was shortened by New Yorkers, but it came from New Orleans. You heard me. As I hate to say, you heard the same. So they say you heard me as emphasis. Like they know what they're talking about, they're sure what they're talking about, and they stressing a point to you. You heard me.
For a minute, I thought you
Yeah.
was gonna say you came up with it because that's your line. That's
But
your line.
oh
I'm used to you saying that. You heard? That's you.
yeah.
He also
That's
does
your
your dig.
line.
He does
You
your
Yeah.
did
dig a
right.
lot too.
Yeah. I thought he was gonna say I came up with it. I would have
negative,
believed
negative,
you.
negative. You
I
know,
wouldn't have asked for no receipts. I would have believed you that
I
you
believe in
came up
giving.
with that.
Yeah, I believe in giving credit where credit is due. So shout out to New Orleans. Of course, we got to big up New Orleans too for coming up with bling bling.
Oh no, they could have
That was
kept
them
that.
too.
They could have kept that.
we
Yeah.
we people up top started saying it.
Yeah, bling. Oh man, now you gonna put on some bling? You gotta understand, New Yorkers, man, we have a different level of sophistication when it comes to slang. You
Yeah.
understand? That's something wherever it came from
Hmm.
that they could say to look cool for them.
Yeah.
You know, you don't just, yeah, if you're going out tonight, make sure you put on your bling.
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
understand? We don't need to do that to look cool. We are cool already.
Already. Yeah.
You understand? Just
See,
based
nah, you
on
ain't gonna do
location.
that though. You not gonna dog other regions.
No,
Stop
no,
it.
no, 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 no. I'm not saying if that's where it originated and they started and that's how they rock. But
Hmm.
I'm just saying we have a different level of sophistication here. I for the life of me, even when that was popping, never heard too many dudes say bling.
Yeah.
I
You
just
know,
haven't. They haven't used it or say that or just in jest. Yeah, man, I'm gonna cop some, man. It's gonna be hot. I'm gonna have this bling right here.
I've heard dudes say shines though. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put
Signs.
my shines on.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right, so now we know the type of cat you deal with because majority of the dudes that talking about shines, you know, ah,
Let's move
gotta,
on. Let's
got,
move on.
okay. So for those that not in the know, you just don't know.
Well,
Figure
look,
it out.
here's the thing what New York cats did. New York cats didn't say bling. The New York cats said ice. So
Ice,
yeah,
yeah.
so we can take the dub. We could take the W on that one. We started ice. They said bling, but we was like ice. We said ice. You know what I'm saying? So
I
yeah,
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 I sound better.
yeah. New Yorkers started ice. I don't know who from New York. I wanna give credit to Dipset. I think they started saying ice.
I was gonna say Harlem. Harlem had to
Yeah,
do it.
Harlem. Yeah. So I think I had to get that up to Harlem. Harlem started saying ice. You know what I'm saying? So gotta
What
give that up to them.
about what about Fugazi? Where'd that come from?
I
Fugazi.
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 never
That's a
said
yeah, Fugazi is actually Italian.
that.
So
Fugazi.
y'all got that from the mafia movies then.
Basically. 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 Yeah. Italians, yeah.
Y'all all wanted to be mobsters.
Yeah. You know, remember when hip hop was going through that mobster phase? You know what
And none of them like
When?
black
Like it
people.
passed? It's over?
I'm
Yeah, please, thank God.
It's, come
saying?
Nah,
on.
listen. I'll say this. I'll say this. I would like to think that whole mafia phase has long since transitioned and moved on, but the
Mhm.
fixation with Scarface and
Fact.
Casino and Goodfellas and movies of that nature, that'll never die.
Yeah.
For some reason, I don't know, but that will never die.
If that never dies, the fixation on mafia-ish in rap is never going to die.
Oh, that's
It's,
never gonna die. That's
yeah, it's never
that's
going
never
to.
gonna die, regardless of. I mean, ever, ever.
Yeah, but to Mark's point, like in the mid '90s, mid to late '90s, early 2000s, you know what I'm saying? Hip hop, New York cats that was in hip hop was on that mafia shit hard.
Heavy.
Yeah, and you heard the term fugazi. You know what I'm saying? But fugazi is definitely Italian.
Well,
That's Italian.
when we use it, we were using it preferring like to items. Like,
Yeah.
you see a cat with some Jordans or something like that, man. Those is fugazi.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Like,
yeah,
those Jordans ain't real.
yeah.
Hmm.
Where they came from.
Hmm.
You understand? It always referred to an item of some sort, not
Hmm.
necessarily the person. They didn't say the person was fugazi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like
Exactly.
the ice, that ice is fugazi. That bling. That bling is fugazi. That shine.
What you got against bling?
No, no, no. I said shine and bling. And what else?
Ice.
Ice is fugazi. I said all three.
Hmm. D1, you know any slang from the ladies that talk?
Yo, I'm gonna have to think. Nothing's coming to the top of my mind.
Yeah.
Um, man, I
Or,
can't
or
think of
saying
anything.
or sayings and statements little sayings that y'all say.
Man, the only thing that's coming up right now is like, see, I had my mind was in a whole other direction. I was
Hmm.
thinking phrases like I wish a mug would, not mug, but
Yeah,
like I
yeah,
was
yeah,
thinking phrases like that. I think
yeah,
something that women do to each other, I don't know if this falls into kind of vernacular, but
yeah,
it is okay, green, okay, I see you, like that kind
yeah,
of a thing. But I don't know where that comes from. I just think, the way women can big each other up sometimes is just based on what you're wearing.
yeah. Uh-huh.
I
So
can't think of any slangs.
what about when I guess this is a millennial, these are millennial Gen Z girls, women doing this. But I often hear, "Hey friend," when a girl
Oh, hey
you do
friend.
that,
I feel
"Hey
like that might be
friend,
New Orleans too, though.
hey friend."
Really?
I think
Yeah.
it might be.
Oh, okay.
Hey friend,
Yeah.
and hey girl, hey. I don't know
Uh,
where hey
uh,
girl, hey
uh,
came from.
uh.
But I think hey friend may be New Orleans. Did that too.
Yeah, but the ladies stretch out the friend though. They go, "Hey friend."
Hey friend, hey friend. We stretch out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, my daughter says that to some of her friends.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And but the thing about young people, especially like in their 20s, for some reason or another, they swear they invented slang. It started with their birth.
yeah.
Like, you gotta hear some of the stuff my daughter say, as if we wasn't talking slang since we was babies.
You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
Dad, you don't know about that. Like,
Yeah.
what? I don't know if it's a 20 something thing. I don't know if I felt like that if I when I was in my 20s, but
Hmm.
she really seems to think like that age group, that 24, 25, 26-ish,
Yeah,
they got a hold on this whole slang thing. Like, they just think of it, wake up, oh, here's a new word, boom.
yeah.
I said, Marjane, you know how old that is? That been out. No, yeah, stop. Come on. Really?
But
You
they
Right.
thought
also added a lot of acronyms. I guess they had to because of texting, but
yeah,
they have a
text. Oh, they got
lot
that
of
text game on
acronyms.
lock.
They
I ain't even
do.
gonna hold you. They got that text game on lock.
Facts.
Uh,
That's a course study, figuring out them acronyms with young
Yeah,
people. Don't even do it. That's because that's a course study. You need to go to school for that. It's
Back.
too many. When my daughter and I text, I just
Yeah.
told her don't use them.
Yeah.
Let's just text regular because
Regular.
I don't have
Yeah.
the time. Wait, what you mean?
Yeah.
All right, what you mean by that? What? Save that for your friends.
Right. Like I'm not understanding you right now.
Nah,
Mhm.
nah.
It's like my daughter it's like my daughter does the same thing. She talks in text. Like she'll say SMH, Dad. SMH.
She talks. You see,
Yeah.
you see this where
SMH.
we at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
This where I
Yeah.
can't. I can't.
You know what I'm saying?
I get TBH a lot. To be TBH and
Oh
like,
God. Really?
and I'm like, wait, what? Like I got it, but y'all are
Yeah.
going real fast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're like TBH.
Hmm.
You can't say to be honest.
Can't say it. Can't say it.
Oh my.
Yeah, but the problem that I have with that, it's not the fact that they're being this creative with the text. The problem I have with that is how busy is your life where you can't even type out the word?
Mm,
How pressed are you for time where you can't even type out a word?
yeah.
I text you, let's say I text D1. I
Mhm.
am that busy, TBH, boom. I can't just type to be honest to her. What
Yeah.
is up? I'm picking up 4 5. Hold on a minute. Hold on, yeah. Hold on. That's it. How many phones am I operating? How many phones am I picking up? An answering tool for it for me to not have enough time to
Yeah.
just type out to be honest.
You know what I'm saying?
TBH, okay.
TBH.
WASAP, FYI, I love her. Now she
Oh,
got to
that's
go find her degree in textbook that she got. Damn, let me
yeah,
see what
man.
Mark said. She got to bring out the encyclopedia and figure that out.
That's the other one too. FYI. Oh, and FYI, you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see?
But I
And
appreciate it because I think it's all to keep us on the outside. And I
I
think
dig
that's
it. I
like we
dig
did
it.
it too.
We
And
did
once
it
our
too.
parents caught on to a slang, we were like, they got hold of it. Go ahead and let
You
it
got hold of
go.
it. Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like when I heard what one time when I heard my pops compliment something where when he expressed his enjoyment of something, he said, "Oh, it was the bomb." I was like, "It was the bomb."
You got to go out the next day and be like, it's over. It's over. It's a wrap. Go hang that one up.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But you know
Especially depending
that was
upon,
it was the bomb. That's the bomb.
yeah.
Now, who
Especially
originated
depending
that?
upon,
Where did that come from? That's the bomb, or it was the
That's
bomb.
the bomb. I
Yeah,
don't know.
wow, that,
That's
yeah.
the
oh
bomb. That's the
man.
joint too.
That's
I
the
don't know
joint.
where either one of those came
Bomb.
from.
Yeah, that's the bomb.
I definitely used to say that's the bomb because it described exactly what you just saw that flick, that shit was the bomb.
She was the bomb.
Because
Yeah,
it
yeah,
describes exactly what you wanted to say.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You don't got to say nothing else after that.
Oh.
Exactly, exactly.
You know what else though? We had Let's Kick It.
Kick it,
And
yeah.
I don't know that we actually I never had anybody say this to me directly, but it
Mhm,
was in songs and stuff. Knocking
mhm.
boots. Let's kick it and knocking boots. Where did those
Knocking
come
boots.
from? Because that
It
doesn't
definitely
make
was
it.
out before
Knocking
the.
boots makes no sense to me.
Knocking boots.
Yeah. Well, we got our boots on. Like, what is that? Why is
Right.
that a thing?
I mean, if you think
Exactly.
about it, if you think about it from a science perspective, right?
Yeah.
So she's in a missionary position, and he's on time. Assuming she have her shoes, boots, sneakers on, whatever you want to call it, and let's assume boots make the loudest noise. You understand? And she got her ankles way up. There's air, and
Exactly.
they knocking.
They knocking.
They knocking. Somebody rocking, knocking the boots.
H Town was the first dudes I heard say that.
I mean, they definitely made it a hit record,
They
but
made it a hit
that
record.
would sound corny. If you, yeah, we was in there knocking sneakers. We was in there
Yeah,
knocking shoes. That you understand? Knocking boots
yeah,
sound better than anything.
But
yeah,
knocking boots
Knocking
sound like somebody
slippers.
at some point had to actually have boots on. Like like it makes, you know
Maybe
what it
they
makes me think
was.
of? It doesn't make me think of missionary. It makes me think of, I don't know what, I don't even know what the name
kinky,
of this position
kinky
is called.
sex.
Nah, no, it makes me it makes me think of a
S&M.
quickie. It makes me think of a quickie, and folks don't have time to no, we just gonna pull this down real quick, pull that up real
Boom.
quick,
Boom.
and like maybe I'm gonna hit your feet open with my boots. Like that's what that makes me think of.
It could very well mean that. You
That's
know
a
what I'm saying?
fact.
It's definitely describing some thug loving.
Yeah, exactly. That's
You know
the
what I mean? Yeah. It ain't
oh, but
nothing.
you said thug loving, and then it made me think something different.
Oh
Are
no, pause, not that way. No, no, not that. Pause,
you
pause.
sure?
I'm positive. Positive. I'm positive.
We
I'm
don't know.
positive.
We don't know where it came from.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm sure
yeah,
that's not what H Town was talking about. And
yeah,
that
H-Town
yeah.
song
might
was
not have
hot,
known where
man.
it came from.
That
H-Town, they may have had a cousin who just, anyway, forget. Let me move on.
enough respect to H Town. That song was a hit.
Yeah. Big ups to H Town. Yeah, so that I think for far as I'm concerned, they were the originators of that term. They put it in the song, it was a smash hit, had all of us saying knocking boots when we're
Smash it.
describing
It was
when
killing that record.
we're describing getting that action, you know what I'm saying? It was knocking boots, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to them. But actually, um actually speaking of big up is another term that came from Jamaica that everybody says that's regular now in
Regular.
urban
Yeah.
vernacular. But
But
I definitely,
go ahead, John.
yeah, I was just gonna say that was another Jamaican terminology. Big up. It was big up, large up, enough respect, all the
Big up
same.
yourself.
Big up yourself. Yeah. That's big up is self-explanatory. There's a name for it, but yeah, that's transcended. Everybody knows what big up means now. That's not a slang that nobody knows what the hell you talking about. It's self-explanatory. So, Jamaica's really contributed to the urban vernacular. They really did. They
This
contributed quite a bit.
slang thing.
You know what I'm saying? Exactly. So, um, son, where does son come from? Because men address each other as son. I don't. It wasn't really a Bronx thing. It was really a Brooklyn Queens thing. And definitely that was a language you could tell which borough a cat is from. And I know for me, being that I'm originally from Brooklyn, but I was predominantly raised in the Bronx. I used to say son a lot, which made cats think that I was from Brooklyn. So when I address cats as son, meaning SUN,
SUN, definitely.
yeah, it's regarding your fellow man in high esteem. You know what I'm saying? When you address him as son, because you see him as such as you're addressing a man in high esteem, and that I believe came from the nation of gods and earths, 5%ers.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
address they address
I
each
could
other as
definitely see that.
yeah, yeah. Of course, God, they address each other as God or address each other as son. You know what I mean? So I mean, you could be in the BX because I knew some 5%ers in the BX. They use the word son. So unless you was a 5%er, you didn't really hear nobody else address each other as son.
Sun and earth.
Son, yeah, Earth. You know what I'm saying? Or my whiz.
Yeah.
Wiz.
Wisdom.
Yeah, yeah, they just took on a life of
Yeah,
its own.
yeah.
I've definitely said son a couple of times. I haven't said that in a
Mm,
long time though. But
mm.
definitely when that was one of the slang that was popping, I said it a few times.
Yeah, yeah.
I think but I think out of all the slangs, a word that probably has the most synonyms slang wise. A word that I'm talking about probably has the most synonyms out of all the slang that you could think of is money. I can't think of any other slang
Mm.
that has more synonyms than money. Well, we got
Yeah.
guap, we got
Yeah.
dough, we got
Yeah.
cake, we got
Facts.
dinero, we got what else? Come on, help me.
Cheese, cream,
Chips.
Oh,
We
yeah.
got,
chicken.
oh my God,
Yeah.
it's too many.
Chicken.
Them presidents, them greenbacks, them.
Yeah.
Oh my God, the Benjamins. Oh my gosh,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's too many, and we
I
all know what it means. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah.
yeah.
Different places may have their own different slang in
Mm-hmm.
regards to that, but I can't think of any word that has more synonyms slang wise than money.
More
Yeah,
than
man.
enough.
Yeah, man. I even heard
I said
lettuce.
more synonyms.
I
Oh, okay.
even,
At first, I thought you said more synonyms.
Probably did. I was about to call.
I even heard lettuce a couple of times. I don't know if y'all ever heard lettuce.
Oh, I've heard lettuce. Yep.
You heard lettuce? Oh,
For
okay.
money?
Yeah,
Yep.
lettuce.
I'd
You ever heard
never heard
lettuce?
that. I'd never
Yeah.
heard that.
I've
Y'all
heard
definitely
that.
not from New York.
I don't know. I've heard lettuce, man.
Word? All
Yeah,
right. I wouldn't
lettuce.
have knew what that meant. I'd have
Yeah,
definitely.
lettuce. Mm-hmm. I've heard that a couple of times, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I agree with you, Mark. That's
And I'm sure it's something we forgetting.
I know
Um,
there are. I can't. I'm drawing a blank right
so
now, but
yeah,
I
it's so many.
know we're forgetting.
It's so many. And I think with the different terminologies for money.
racks.
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 Yeah, racks. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not that.
Grip.
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 Yeah,
Let
the
me
cost
see.
of something if it's a large amount. So grip. So yo, that cost me a grip, yo.
Yeah, that cost me a grip. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so many, and a lot of them to this day we still say, depending upon our audience and who we talking to,
Mm-hmm.
we still say that. We still
Indeed.
say that. Yeah, that's gonna cost a couple of racks right there.
Exactly.
Yeah, some of them just not gonna go away. I mean, I haven't heard guap in a very long time. I know some people that still use cake.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's one of them that's popular. I don't really hear too many people say Benjamins or anything like that. But
Yeah.
I think money by far has the most.
Yeah. Yeah. No doubt. No doubt. What about you smell me?
I
Yeah, ever heard that
You
one? You smell
smell
me?
me?
Yeah.
heard that. I've
Yeah.
heard that. I've never used it, but I've heard that.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
definitely don't
Like you
sound like
feel
no New
me?
York slang.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That
Yeah.
definitely don't sound like no New York slang.
Nah, I think I believe the origin I believe the originator of that was E40.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a wordsmith
Yeah.
in this regard.
Yeah, he
As it
is.
relates to slang in the Bay Area.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be a wordsmith and
Yeah.
different things that he say.
Yeah. Yeah. So he started you smell me. I believe he started you smell me.
I can
You know
see
what I'm
that.
saying? Yeah, yeah, yeah. He started you smell me. And then he also I think he started Captain Save him too.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Did he start? That's a I don't know if it's E40, but I think that's a Bay Area thing. When they describing a dude, that's a quote. That's a simp
Yeah.
captain. He's like this dude trying to save these hoes, man. Captain save them. Captain
Simp
save
is another one though. I thought Simp was recent. And I was listening to Neo a couple of months ago, and he says simp in one of his songs.
them.
And I'm like, wait a second, so simp been around for like I had never heard simp until recently.
Well, I think
So,
I think yeah, Simp I think Simp resurfaced through all these podcasts.
mm,
But Simp been around for a minute. 'Cause remember simp used to mean simpleton. It was short for simpleton.
Yeah, I mean, I get that part, but I never heard that growing up.
Oh, okay, okay. I've heard it in that term, simpleton. Like you're a simpleton. Like you're
Yeah.
you're simple. Like you don't got no type of critical thinking. You don't think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've heard simpleton too, but I've never
yeah,
heard simp. Same thing like D1 said, I've never heard it,
yeah,
used as slang coming up.
yeah, yeah. So I have and from the best of my knowledge, simp was short for simpleton, but no, all of a sudden, but now it's morphed into a guy that's pandering to women and pedestalizing women for no apparent reason, or in the hopes of he's going to get rewarded with ass or whatever the case may be. So that this is the new meaning of simp now. You know what I mean? So
Well,
yeah,
I don't know how the switch happened, but I'd
yeah,
like to give credit to Neo because
Shout out to
because
Neo.
yeah. Shout out
shout
to
out to
the
Neo because once when I was listening to him, I don't remember which song it was, but when he said simping, I was like, this song is
Mhm.
old. Did it?
Yeah,
So as
yeah,
far as I'm
yeah.
concerned, Neo is the one who made the transition.
I think I
Uh,
know the song you talking about. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but if I sing it long enough, I'm sure I could get it. And he
yeah,
was
Yeah,
saying
you
it,
are a
and
music director.
he was saying it about himself that he was simping in the song. Yeah, it'll come to me.
yeah,
It'll come
yeah.
to me.
I
I
know,
can't.
I know this song. I know the song you're talking about. "Sexy Love." That's the name of the song.
I think it is Sexy
Yeah,
Love.
yeah, yeah. "Sexy Love." Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, he was definitely being honest in the song.
Yeah. I think he yeah, simping been around for a while because the lyrics was him being simping and sprung and yeah,
Yep,
that was part of that line, right? Yeah, yeah,
yep.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so he was talking about himself. He was like, "Yo, I was caught up.
That's
I
where he at.
was simping. I was
Yo,
sprung."
he,
Simping is like the opposite of pimping.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty much.
It's you know what simping is? Simping is stupid pimping. That's the origins of
ah,
simping.
listen. You see? So I mean, for those of you that watch religiously every week, you see we come with our own language.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
our fifth season. We still coming up with language. I
Still.
can't tell you how many words we done came up with over the course of these 5 seasons, but we dropping a lot of jewels. But the reason why I'm laughing is because I think it was Tamika's episode, or was it, I don't know whose episode it was, and we was talking about something, and then this is another slang. This may go somewhere, and she was talking about. She said, "Yeah, a guy at his moves." I said, "What? What?" Yeah, I was dying because it sound like that should be slang.
Uh,
So I'm thinking, oh wow, she hipping us to something. I ain't hear that ever. This is
yeah,
new. Maybe someone mentioned it to her. I said,
yeah.
oh wow, D1, what does that mean? She said, oh, that's man boobs. I said, man boobs. Well, you heard that. Nah, I made that up.
Moobs.
Yeah, it's born.
Moobs.
Yeah, that was
Actually don't
hilarious.
think
See?
I made that up. I'm gonna take credit for it, but I
Take credit for it.
No,
That's
that's
you.
yours.
That's
That's yours.
yours.
You got listen. I hereby rule moobs is the intellectual property of our very own D1.
Yes, I
Don't you?
second
Oh,
that.
yes, yes, yes. It's already
motion passed.
yes,
Motion
yes, yes.
pass. Done.
It's already copywritten for so for those that walk around, roasting guys with moobs, we know the origin. We know the originate moobs. They're gonna be saying moobs, watch.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely gonna go places. You're gonna hear that again outside
go
of
ahead,
this circle.
moobs.
You're gonna hear that
Mm-hmm.
again. Believe that.
Mm-hmm.
We
Mhm.
also got um a couple of slangs for cars. The
Yeah.
first one that came to mind was whip. I
Mhm.
still say that to this day.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah, I'm about to go get in the whip, make a
Mhm.
move. What else we got for cars?
Ride.
Ride.
Yeah. Yeah. I like whip better though.
Yeah, it sound more
Yeah. Yeah.
hip.
Yeah. Yeah.
D1, what we got for cars?
For cars, buggy. I just
Buggy. Nah, people say that.
people say buggy.
People say buggy. Yeah.
I don't think people really do. Not
That
if
sound
you're
like a
unless you're
that
a
sound like a
Quaker.
Florida thing though. That sound like a Florida thing to me. It may not be, but I've heard people say buggy. I've
Uh,
heard people say that.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
it, you know why we call cars whips?
There's a story
No.
behind that?
Yeah, it's because of how we drive it.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be something
Oh
different.
no, no, no.
Oh, okay, okay.
You know how we start, we drive one hand, we
Yeah.
you know that we whipping it.
You whipping it.
We're doing the one hand thing. And yeah, yeah, that's as far as I know, that's why we call it the whip. Because we driving like this, you cool, you leaning, you whipping the car around. You're not on a 10 and 2 like a nerd. Like you're a beginning driver. Like
Yeah, I don't think I've ever driven 10 and 2 since my road test.
yeah.
And since I mean, even after my road test, once I got the license, I'm still learning and I'm in
Yeah.
the car with my pops. But then after that, but I tell people because, especially with males, we try to make fun of the fact you drive with one, two hands, the safest drivers drive with two hands.
Facts.
You understand? At the end of the day, you want to get back home,
Yeah.
and whenever you get around the males, you talking about driving and drive times. I remember this one cat that I was around, a bunch of us, we was talking, and we was talking about drive times. Don't ever get into a conversation with dude about drive times. I swear, every dude I know can get from here to Florida in an hour. Swear to you. I swear, right now, if it's me and Jeff, all the cats, what you doing this
Yeah.
week? Yeah, man, I'm probably head down to Florida for a minute. Would you fly?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm gonna drive. Hey, we taking 95? Yeah, man. Probably get there about an hour. An hour. You taking the back streets? You see what I'm saying? This is just what men do. Maybe women too, but guaranteed someone in that group be like, yo, man, I did that same trip 45 minutes.
Yeah.
This this is just how it's gonna go.
uh,
You understand? At the same time, they're gonna make fun of you, put one hand on it, but the
mhm.
safest drivers always drive with two hands. I learned to never. I don't even get into those conversations anymore about drive time. This other cat I know, he said he could get from New York to DC in an hour and a half.
He wilding.
Come on, man.
He doing
And
100.
he
He doing
held
100
that.
at least.
It was a bunch of us hanging out. He said, "Yo,
Yeah.
I could get from New York to DC in an hour and a half." So
He,
we all just started talking about something else. You know how when
Because it's not even worth it.
yeah.
exactly,
Yeah.
you
Yeah. Yeah.
know, like you take the fun out of it. Like if
Yeah.
it's 4 or 5 of us, right, and I start with the drive time, we go ahead to I'm gonna just slide to DC real quick, check out my cousin.
Mhm.
I'm probably about three. I'm gonna be pushing it though. I think I can make it about 3, man. You know what I'm saying? The troopers gonna be out.
Yeah.
Boom. So job ain't come up 3. Oh man, dogs, don't go that way, man. Hit this, hit 13. You probably do that maybe 240, maybe 2 to 5. Nah, dogs, but I'm gonna be killing it. What do you think I'm doing like buck 20? So then he come out of nowhere.
Peace.
2 hour 40. Man, what y'all doing, man? I could do that in an hour and a half. This everybody face.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, man, you saw that game, right?
Yeah.
This dude was dogging on every.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how it's gonna go. Like
Uh,
you got that. You got it.
yeah.
You got it. You won.
Like we ain't even trying to fight you on that.
We
You
ain't
know,
even trying to fight though. You won.
you know what I mean? He definitely been more believable than he said Philly. you could do Philly, you could do
That's
Philly in a buck and a half. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
You can give
believable.
Philly buck
Yeah,
and a half.
yeah,
Yes.
you can do that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But come on, man. You doing a buck and a half in DC? All right.
From New York. He said
Yeah,
that. I
come on,
said, all
B.
right, you won.
Yeah, yeah. First of all, if you're coming from Brooklyn, you're doing a buck and a half on the FDR to begin with. You know what I'm saying? To begin with. So, like, yeah, I hear you, man. You don't even fucking with cats like that. You just like, what? All right, oh, yo, you seen LeBron drop 40,000? You don't even entertain that. You don't even entertain that. I feel you, man.
you just
You don't even
give
entertain that, yo.
nah, but it's we've been doing this for years, man.
Yeah.
D1, do women do that? Like as far as drive times, is it that competitive? Like if you like say you go back to Morgan for a reunion or something like that, you drive and let's say it take you what? How long it take? 4 or 5 hours, something like that. With
I
one of your
I do that in
homegirls.
30 minutes. 30 minutes, son.
I
New
mean, if
York, New
somebody
York to
coming out
Morgan.
30 minutes, man, damn, look how
Right,
slow
right,
this
right.
one drive, man. I could do that in about 50. Is someone doing that? Or I think that's just a male thing.
Nah, we don't really do that. We don't,
Okay.
nah.
Okay.
That's and so some of us are driving fast. Yeah, some
Right.
of us got dope drive times, but we not really that's not something that we having competitions over.
All right,
Well,
dig it.
or even more, well, with this question, what do ladies boast to the point of exaggeration about to one up each other? What do y'all boast and exaggerate about to one up each other?
That's a good question. What do we boast about? Oh my God. Um, I'm trying to think of some space. Listen, I'm such an old lady now.
Yeah.
We boast about things like meditation. We boast about things like drinking water. About things like getting up in the morning without our knees hurting. That's one thing we might boast about. If we got Meg knees,
Mhm.
we're gonna hear about it. You're gonna hear we're gonna show out about our knees. But
Okay.
That's what.
Okay.
Listen, that's where we at.
yeah, but
No,
at this point, we boasting about our peace.
no, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't. But even I'm trying to think about when we were young. We might when I was younger,
Mhm.
we might have bragged about how much money a dude spend on us. Maybe that, but I don't know. Maybe I wasn't in those circles.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. And I know for me, I don't know. You could maybe interpret it a little different, but within earshot of conversations amongst women, I tend to feel that there's a contest about who's the better mother in terms of raising the kids. Like I
That's real talk.
like I hear conversations like girl, I tell my son I tell my son he can only spend the night with the parents I know, and the other one, oh no, I don't let my children spend the night nowhere. And then there's the achievements and accomplishments in school. There's that boasting and one upsmanship. So that's what I hear within our earshot when women who are mothers have conversations. They kind of like one up each other about how good their kids are doing in school and how much of a disciplinary they are.
Yeah.
You know, they'll throw a little slight. One mother might say, "Well, my daughter's 15 and her curfew's at 11," and the other one might say, "Oh no, girl, my daughter comes in at 9. I don't play that." Blah blah blah. Yeah. You've heard
You are
conversations like that?
you're 100%. Yeah, all the
Yeah,
time.
Yeah.
all the time. I think sometimes women who are mothers in particular, sometimes we could be our worst enemy because the
Mm-hmm.
boasting is real. You got to have your kid in swimming, ice skating,
Yeah.
karate, hockey, boxing,
Yeah.
like all kinds of things. You got like they got to be in everything. They have to have the best grades.
Yeah.
They're, clothes, your kids are respectful, like
Mm.
just everything has to be amazing with your kids, and that's the badge of honor. But I've done like I've been in spaces, I legitimately was in a space where there were maybe 4 or 5 women,
Mm.
all but maybe one had children. And so then they started talking about kids, and most of their kids were younger than mine.
Mm-hmm.
And I was bored, and it's a Saturday night, why are we talking about this? And so then they want to ask me questions like, tell me about, what you did. I don't do anything with my kids. I don't care about my kids. And then the person, I just realized I got this thing, ew. um I be like, I don't
That's what you
do.
tell
Huh?
them. That's that's what you tell them. Like, I'll do nothing with my kids. I don't care about them.
I did. I was like, I don't do nothing with my kids. And they were like, haha, stop playing. And the host that night was like, girl, stop. And I was like, no. And they would say something else, and I'd be like, no, I don't know. I don't pay my kids attention. I don't pay them any attention. Until they finally got the hint, like, yo, it's Saturday night. What are we doing right now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
the
What are
last
we
thing I
doing?
want to
And
be
that's
talking
not
about.
it's not a badge of honor for me. You got the
Nigga.
wrong one because I don't want to compete with you.
Yeah, 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 yeah. It's like it's fine. You got it. That's great. You're like, that's great.
Great.
You know,
Wonderful.
your daughter's a prodigy. That's great. You're like, she's going to college at 12. That's great. Wonderful.
Wonderful. Amazing. Amazing. And then I started to do things like, you don't look happy though. And they'd be like, yo,
Oh gosh, you going for the juggler.
don't invite don't invite me to your parties if it's not going to be a party.
Yeah,
Like, don't do that.
the host definitely not gonna invite you back.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like you said, it's a Saturday night. You didn't come there for that. You came there to chill, have a good time. You can talk about the kids anytime.
No doubt, man. No
For
doubt.
sure. And then I think at one point I got up because the dudes were someplace else drinking and smoking cigars. And I
And
was
they
like,
wasn't talking about their kids. Believe that.
at
You damn
all,
sure wasn't.
at
Trust and
all.
believe.
Listen, I know because I went and sat with the dudes and they were like, what?
Yeah.
Y'all will forget I'm here in a minute. Just keep talking. Because them chicks is bugging.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But you're right, Ja, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. Well, unfortunately, we out of time. So D1, that was a great way to end it.
Listen, one
Mother,
thing, just
mother
one thing.
competition. Go ahead, brother Mark. Go ahead.
And keeping with slang,
Mhm.
we can't just go out on a note without mentioning the godfather of all slang, the grandfather of all slang. I don't know the origins of this word, but it has lasted all of time, from
Mhm.
birth all the way, and will continue on. It will never die. It's like cockroaches.
Mhm.
The slang word.
Yeah, true.
Word,
True. Word.
It
Word.
word.
every age group,
Word.
timeline, race, gender, creed.
Yeah.
That is the godfather of all slang. I don't know
Yeah.
how it started, but everybody says that, young and old.
That transcends generations, for real, for real.
I don't
Yeah.
know if you could find that out, or I'm gonna do my own research too, because
Yeah.
I'm truly curious how that just became slang.
Yeah. Yeah. This sounds like a possible part 2 of Black Vernacular. Gotta find out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that, you know what, Ja, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I wonder
Yeah.
if that came from church though.
That's a good theory too.
If word came, look, I'm good at making some stuff up. If word came from
hey, I
that's the word.
mean, it,
Yeah.
it
Oh,
could
yeah.
be because
Yeah.
they
When the
say you
congregation say
get the
that's a word,
word
right?
when you're in a place of worship.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to hear the word. Yeah, I got to go get the word. You know, it could have been.
That's a good theory, man. That's a good theory. Because we may we may not realize maybe a lot of vernacular does come from the church, like everything else, like the music comes from the church. You know, we talk about certain genres of music comes from the church, and
Mhm.
it morphs into something else. I mean, I would think even some slang will come from the church, and you know, we know the congregation will say that's a word. You know, they say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
for real.
Yeah, and we don't flip the thing. You hear sometimes people that say, they'll say word, and they'll
Yeah,
say
yeah,
word up,
yeah.
but it's some
yeah,
variation of that.
yeah. But
I'm
what's
sure.
the good word?
What's the good
Yeah,
word?
yeah.
You says, but that one has stood the test of time, like no other slang. That is it.
Mm-hmm.
That
Yeah.
is it. That's the goat slang.
Big up to the Ghost Slang word. Word is
Word. That is
Word
that
is
is it.
bond.
Word is bond.
Word is
word is
bond. Word on
born.
the street
I don't
is.
even.
You know what
I
I
don't. You
mean?
see, you there you go right there. What's the word on the street? I still
Yeah.
say that.
You know what I mean? So yeah, man. So yeah. Salute to the goat of all slang word.
My word is bond. Yeah, I said that already.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Word of mother.
It's,
Word of mother.
Word of that. Like you see,
You know what I
word to
mean?
mama. Now, but see the thing about that, when you say that, that's a whole level of seriousness.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
understand? Like, yo, what's going on, man? You gonna go take care of that business? Yeah, I got that, man. For real word. Nah, you should word the mother.
Yeah.
Nothing else to be said after that.
Yeah.
That's a whole different level of commitment.
yeah.
Mm,
Word the mother. Come on, where you going from there?
yeah, man. Or when you about to run that fade, but yo, word of mother? Hey, yo, I'm gonna see him. I'm gonna see him. Word of mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, word of mother,
Yeah.
I'm gonna see him. Word up. I'm gonna see him. Word of mother.
Word up.
Yeah.
See him.
Word up. That's my word. That's my word.
For real, that's my word. That's my word. So yeah, man. And on that word, D1, I believe that dude Dark Mark. Thank you again for another fun episode. I hope you
This
have
was
fun
awesome.
doing this episode as I did. I hope the people learned. I hope we educated them as much as we possibly could. Please fact check all information that I shared. You know,
Please.
I'm open to correction. I ain't a slang guru. I just sharing from what I learned from as far as origin. There's a plethora of information out there. If you find it and it's something different, by all means, leave a comment, share with us, so we can all have fun and learning the origins and educating ourselves. But
Facts.
shout out to Whitney Houston for the receipts, because that's that's worldwide now.
It's everywhere. It's everywhere.
Everybody says it. Everybody says it. You know what I'm saying? So big up to Whitney Houston. And big up to you, D1. Big up to Mark, to you, brother Mark. Big up to 92.6 to
Boop, boop,
Scott.
boop.
You know what I'm saying? On behalf of my comrades, this is Just Ja signing off on this episode. We thank you for listening. Till next time, see you soon.
Peace.
Word of
Peace.
mother.
Word up.